help any size company implement the GDPR by using document generators. This video shows how your company can use the U.S. Transfer Impact Assessment and Standard Contractual Clause generators in GDPRsimple. These generators have logic built into them, which helps eliminate the confusion and reduce the time it takes to generate these documents. Many companies don't know where to start. There is GDPR, EDPB, SCC, Schrems 2. Before entering into standard contractual clauses to transfer personal data from the EEA to the U.S., the equivalency of U.S. law must be assessed. If standard contractual clauses are the appropriate transfer tool, then which model and which options within that model must be selected. Producing the different versions of the SCCs can be confusing and time-consuming. It's overwhelming. GDPRsimple solves your company's standard contractual clauses and transfer impact assessment needs with easy-to-use generators that populate documents that can be provided to data importers so personal data can be transferred easily. 2 steps are necessary to transfer personal data from the EEA to the U.S. First, the equivalency of U.S. law must be assessed, and second, a transfer tool must be chosen. GDPRsimple provides easy access to the most common transfer tools, standard contractual clauses, and binding corporate rules. Standard contractual clauses, or SCCs, are the most often used transfer tool. The U.S. Transfer Impact Assessment in GDPRsimple has built into it the analysis contained in Schrems 2 and the EDPB's final supplemental measures. Questions like the one above help identify the factors necessary to determine the equivalency of U.S. law and which transfer tool will be used and whether supplemental measures must be implemented to transfer personal data from the EEA to the U.S. After completion of 59 questions, the Transfer Impact Assessment is generated. The questions can be answered in 10 to 15 minutes, and the completed document is saved in My Document Library for sharing with regulators, compliance, senior management, auditors, and other stakeholders. GDPRsimple has logic built into it, so after answering simple questions like this one, GDPRsimple determines which version of the SCCs to generate. After answering approximately a dozen questions, GDPRsimple does all the work. So go to www.keepgdprsimple.com to subscribe and make transferring your company's personal data from the EEA to the U.S. simpler.